Ooh, nice. Okay, it just did a background change. I even and I died. No, it was the background. It was the background change. Oh, that is her getting stabbed. I'm dying. But the good thing, McDonald's is just there in front, so yeah, we get back our health. Mbona wameka mtu wa boda? Let me just pause the game first and say, yo, these people, they put time. They put time. This is like a whole team, eh? Oh, nice. Night, the lights came on and you can see the difference clearly. I have got the flow now. So basically, hello guys, the name's a Beast, professional gamer, African gaming ambassador, and today the game tester. I'm gonna say the professional game tester. Game tester. Certified game tester. Let's go. So the first game I'm going to check out is Riziki. Relax, man. Okay. That interface, bro, already got points for that. It has like a sort of Nairobi city in the background, which inanirudisha home kidogo. So far it looks good, the interface. Let me now see if I can start the game. And let's play. Ooh. So, before I go so far, that loading screen was nice, but it was too short. So for the game, you're going to just basically use your thumbs, unlike shooting games where you hold the phone like some alien device. No, you just use your thumbs and tell me where do we go? Do we go? Tell me where do we go? Do we go? Tell me where do we go? Ati nimefail. I really try. It's just about matching when the thing drops immediately on top of the speaker. So if you miss, you fail. Ooh, nice. Okay, it just did a background change. And I died. No, it was the background. It was the background change. That was nice. Let me try one more time. One more time. That background change kind of swept me off my feet and I burnt. So let me do it again. So when you start, the background is actually gray. So when you get to another level of the game, it actually gets color, which is... Tell me where do we go? Do we go? Tell me where do we go? Do we go? Tell me where do we go? Where do we go? Do we go? Tell me where do we go? Do we go? Tell me where do we go? Do we go? Tell me where do we go? Do we go? Tell me where do we go? Where do we go? Do we go?
I think I will start with the negative before I go to the positive. I think my number one negative is I was told the game is not finished yet, but so far so good. The elements that need to work are working. I think what I could say is somehow the spacing of this, the thumbs, is too close for somebody with fat fingers like me. They need to be a bit separated. And when I'm talking about separated, is this and this should be a bit far because of movement of my thumb. That is just for me, but overall it's working well. Down here, there's a lot of things happening. And when it comes to a game like this where you need to focus on the buttons, I'd call them the buttons that are dropping that are supposed to match with the beat. There's a lot of things happening, and sometimes you get carried away. And I will give that, maybe I'll say it's my first time playing the game. I'll get used to it, but it needs to, tone down kidogo and have the buttons more highlighted, because right now they are light blue, which sometimes when the background gets color, it becomes kind of hard to track them properly. So they should have like a solid color that properly pops out even when the background changes color. Because I realized I was failing every time the background changed color because it was kind of overpowering the color for the button. So I think that's one of the things that you change. Those are just the things that they can work on. But overall, the game is good. And to the positive side, I saw a hat, I saw a background of Mama Africa. Bro, by that, I just give the game 10 out of 10. I mean, we're talking about building African games, even the music. If you heard it, it's African themed. The dancers, tribal African dancers with tribal tattoos that are glowing the more they dance, which is something new and we need to see a lot in these games. And so I will not criticize the game, but I will give it a thumbs up. This is, I want to give it 10 out of 10, but because I am told it's still work in progress, I will give it 8. So when they finish, they'll add the 2. But it's overall a good game. Just the small tweaks, and we are good to go. So the next game I'm going to review is called Nairobi. Yes, by Da. So the next game I'm going to review is called Nairobi by Daniel Masharia, and it has a very simple interface. This is the starting page, it's not the loading page, but it's the starting page. It has 3 buttons: start, privacy policy, and credits. So we're just going to start. Okay, I just press start, and before I start the game has a message, a pop-up from Andy Kize. We know who that is. We know. Weza, it's your boy Kize, all day, bro. Looking forward to seeing you all night at Ushuru Park for my party. Pastor Manga. Nimewapatia ultimatum, msiende hiyo bashi ya Kize. Mkuje kanisa yangu leo usiku. Nitakuwa naandikisha kitabu ya wale watu wataenda mbinguni. The third character is Vicky Slay. The title is X. Pastor Manga is full of BS. Lazima tuende to Slay tuwakunywe. Odi Flex, another character. Manga sare stories za jaba. Bogi inadai vile hiyo form ya bashi imeweza. Naona mgeus pia washakubali hadi mimi sasa itabidi nimechangamka. As you can see, this is the layout of the game. This is the action button, I believe. This is movement, back, forward, back, and this is the health bar of the character. So it's a 2D plane. It's a it's a plane, yeah. It's not 3D. You're just going on one flat. What do you call it? Plane. Yes, English. So as you can see, you have this action button, but this is like a special move. but you can just use, when you tap the screen here, you already see the action. If you tap this, she has Liu Kang kicks. I think if I do that fast, I can make a beat, yeah? So Vicky here has a combination of slaps and kicks. 250 before. And I also see there is McDonald's on the road. So actually, McDonald's is health. Chips, yeah? Creative. Oh, that is her getting stabbed. I'm dying. But the good thing, McDonald's is just there in front. So, yeah, we get back our health. Mbona wameweka mkwa boda? Mepoteza 2 points hivyo. So, the border guy, the guy with the helmet, bro looks armored and he looks like he has double health bar compared to the rest of the guys. Let me see how fighting him is going to go. The game is 2D. I could call it a platformer, but it's not because you're just going straight on the street. It's engaging in the fact that you have to know how to attack the different characters. Because in this first 3 of them, there was the first green guy. He looks like a street kid because he has like his sniffing glue. And then there's the second character who is black. I think is Wesley Snipes. Black trench coat with a knife. And then the third character is a Boda guy. I don't know why, but the Boda guy is buff. And bro punches. His hits take a lot more health compared to the other guys. So the game is interactive. You have to, you don't just press. Many people assume that this kind of games is just pressing. But you actually have to time how you're pressing to attack the opponents, which is a very good thing included in the game. Something else I also liked is the sound effects. The sound effects. I think for that special, that needs work because it sounds almost good and then it starts sounding like, a dying donkey, which is not so good. But the other one for the lady being hit and all that, those ones are okay. The action, I believe, is, I think maybe the next level I should have played with the guy, but let me see something. My guy is tall. So, the first character my bro meets has a machete. The gender equality up. Bro went all out. Like, before I even approach, the guy is already like, I am slashing. So, I see for the guy, even the fighting moves are different. So the lady slaps and kicks, but like she's kicking football. But this guy is purely MMA, boxing, knees, everything. And these characters are also heavier armed compared to the female character. Somebody clearly put time in the making of this. Why?
Why are you gay?
Why that sound effect, bro? The sound effect for the lady consuming the health, which is the fries, sounds good. But for this guy, so for the dude, characters are like opponents are coming from both sides. As I saw for the lady, they were just coming from the front, like towards where you're going. But for the guy, characters are coming from left and right. So you have to keep looking to make sure that nobody comes from behind. I like this game. I think the only thing I would add, if it was me, it's 2D. It's supposed to be like a platformer, right? So this game just goes throughout a flat surface. But I see you could add elements of jumping up and down, and that would even improve the sequence of fighting. It would make the fighting more engaging if you could be able to jump forward and jump back. Also, something that needs to be added is buttons showing the hit attacks, the normal hit attacks. Because again, this is mobile, of course, but you have to have those buttons. Because the only button that is on this side is the special move button, but the other one is not there on the screen. So for somebody who's new to mobile gaming, they can struggle to, sometimes, or they can miss to hit that point where the attack button is. So you should have a small thing button showing this is for punching, this is for kicking. Like, you make it as interactive as possible. But yes, as a platformer, I just believe there should be, it's 2D, should have ups and downs. You should be able to even jump over the characters, just make the fighting more, But overall, I love the idea and the story behind it. We are going to an event which Pastor Manga doesn't want us to go, and I think I would give this, let me be generous, I would give it a 7, considering I'm assuming it's finished, yeah? It's finished? Yes, if it's finished, I would give it a 7 because of those elements that are missing. Like, if it's going to be a platformer, add the jumping and the sound effects. Some of them are good, but some of them need work. If you listen to them carefully, you know which ones I'm saying. But yeah, the sound effects, the punching ones, I think the difference between the lady and the guy, those are understandable. But when they consume the power ups, you got this far, you can do better. So I'll give you a 7 for this. The name of the game is Nairobi by Daniel Masharia. Good work, but 7 out of 10. So the third game I'm going to be reviewing is Electric Blue Gecko Dash by Usiku Games. Yeah? So I'm seeing it has 2 modes, endless mode and story mode. And the endless mode is blinking, it's calling for me. So no, the story mode is blinking, it's calling for me. So let me check that out first. Oof. So it has a couple of slides that show a forest, shows 2 geckos. They are stolen from their habitat. Whoa. Yeah. Let me just pause the game first and say, yo, these people, they put time. They put time. This is like a whole team, eh? 3 studios. Yeah, you can actually see it's 3 studios. Yeah, and that's the thing I was saying. Like, when people come together to do something and it's completely complete. Let's start with the artworks. Very interactive. I mean, it's a story being told by pictures that doesn't have words about 2 geckos getting stolen from their, from their habitat, and now they have to escape back to their habitat. It's just pictures, but you can follow it through. The storyline is flowing. The artworks, man, the artists put time. The color grading, it just makes you want to continue playing. And it's those games that are, I will just start by the sound, clean, perfect. The storytelling, straightforward. You don't need. I think even somebody who doesn't speak English can play the game because it's very clear, non-explanatory. Even the menu, the loading screen, the colors behind. I have nothing. 10 out of 10. When studios come together to do something, you get yourself Electric Blue by what do you call it? Usiku Games. Clean work. So the fourth game I'm going to review is called Finke Desert Racing, and even from the start, I see it's been made by Unity, not Unity, but Unity is the engine running the game. So I see it even has a Play Store service. Yeah, watu wako serious huku nje. So I'm going to go in as a guest because it has the option of signing in. Create username, of course, the beast. So Finke Desert Racing is, I see it's a racing game. Nice. This is also a finished game. It's not still in the works. It's finished. So when you press play, there is two modes that are on this menu. So there is one that says 5,000 coins, and there's Outback Outlast, which is the opened, the course that is, let's say, free. So I will go with that because I don't have 5,000 coins in the game. So the loading screen has useful information regarding the game. So there is red cans represent fuel. Tires, be mindful of the terrain, it isn't so friendly. So there's actually tips on the loading screen. And it has a very nice starting animation. So the game even has a tutorial on how to first start playing the game, and it shows every component that is on the screen, from braking, service, tires, fuel, reversing. So braking and reversing are separated; they're not in the same buttons as other traditional games. And it only has two buttons for the side, left and right. And the background music. Oh, guys, I had played with volume. Let me do your honors. Rocks cause damages to your car. Pick up the spanner to repair the damage. Yes, so this is it's like your normal driving game from back in 2013, like what do you call it? Burnout, where you have to pick power ups when you're going and make sure you also win the race. The music is also nice, but I feel the turning is a bit laggy. Oh, there are also camels crossing the road. You should not hit them. Very nice obstacles. So I don't know. The game feels a bit laggy. I think I should blame my host's phone. Yeah, the game is a bit laggy. Like, oh, nice. Night, the lights came on, and you can see the difference clearly. Let me show it to you nicely. Yeah. Very interactive. A lot of time has been put, especially in the interface. I mean, the interface has everything. You see, I was talking about the buttons being there. They are there. The car, health, the track, the components of the game. I mean, even the layout. Let me press pause and see how the menu looks like when you press pause in game. So the pause button is on top of the screen and it's translucent, and it's a problem pressing it. I still think it's my host's phone, but yeah, yes. So the menu is there. It's well finished. The this game is a proper car game. Like this is what you'd see on a car game. I think the only thing I found slow is the car is not moving fast enough for me. It's slow. You need your bike, but it's moving a bit slow. And also, what else? The tutorials are dragging themselves way too long into the game. I think the first 30 seconds would be okay, for tutorials, but not the first 2 minutes. I mean, yes, some people are slow, but not all of us. So, yeah, the tutorials drag way too much. But other than that, if we are looking at the mechanics of the game, it's well done. It's neatly done. Every button is in the right place, easily accessible for your thumbs, whatever size they are. Overall, I'd give this game 8 out of 10. I think the only thing I just didn't like is the car is too slow. Or maybe the phone is, but 8 out of 10. Yeah. So the name of the game is why that name sounds funny. The name of the game is Finke from Architect Studios. I'm still on the loading screen, and the name of the game is Swift. It's very simple. It doesn't have a lot of things happening on the menu. It's those games that just press to play. So I'm just going to press to play. There's nothing much. Also, in the menu we have that's like a leaderboard or a trophy system to show you your scores or people you're competing against. And then this is home. This is like going back to settings if you want to remove the sound, add the sound. Maybe just, you want to change with the settings. Let me put back the sound. I already failed. I failed again. This game. I have got the flow now. So basically, you see, now these are the type of games I like. These are those games when you play them in your bus, in a matatu when you're going home, and you pass your stage and you find yourself in another county. This is those games. So it's very simple. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of things happening. It's just a game of it's like trying to avoid obstacles with a ball. So you hold the screen when you don't want the ball to hit any of the obstacles. You release the screen. Very simple and very, I just want to continue playing. I think I failed almost 14 times and I was like, yeah, let's just continue doing it. In terms of finishing, everything is, you can follow like it shows you your best score, which is 93. That is the best so far in this phone. The distance you went, 11 meters, your score the last time you died. So it keeps comparing with your best score. It also shows you the kind of, what do you call it, the characters that are in the game. So the obstacles are actually characters and they have names. So every time you die to any of the obstacles, you have some information about it being told to you as the gamer. So like this is what killed me. It's called you hit Nyame. This is Congolese. I can't read it. You hit Nyame nu na. Guys, if you can see the screen, read for yourselves. Nyame nu na. Sounds like I'm trying to, cast a spell or something. Anyway, so it describes the character you hit. That's their symbol. I think maybe if I press to learn more, it has a deeper meaning and maybe it has a hidden message to it. I mean, it could be like those games that determine, probabilities and features and stuff like that. So I'm not going to open that. But other than that, it's very simple, straight to the point, and it's the key thing for me, it's fun. I think the only thing I would change is the background music. It keeps going up and down as you progress towards the levels, which is good, but it starts well, but at some point it starts getting, should I say redundant, or what's the word? It starts leaving a bad taste in your mouth. Yes, it becomes monotonous, and you want it. Like, I think with the levels progressing, I think even the music should change. But the color grading, the way the interface of the game is, I wouldn't change a thing. Like, this kind of game needs to be played like this. Just the music for me was about it. What I didn't understand, and also it needs a tutorial. That was also missing. You need a tutorial to tell guys, you see those black things? Don't hit those, because the first time I was dying because I was actually going for them. So a tutorial would be nice. What else? This is not. Again, this is that game you're playing when you're stuck in traffic and you're going home. Utapata umepita stage, uko county ingine. I love it as it is. I will give it an 8 just because to me minus your music na inaitwaje music and the tutorial bit. You need to explain to guys, as in you can assume everybody is a gamer, but not everyone is a gamer. So sometimes you need to take through guys what to do with the game or with your game. So I think of all the games I've tested, first of all, I just like to say the fact that somebody took their time to make the game is something I really appreciate, because I've been one of those people who has been championing for African themed games, and it's a start. So not all of it is going to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be. It's just the idea behind it is what we support. And out of these games, I want to understand that some of the guys who have made the games have whole studios and teams, and others are individual efforts. And the fact that somebody went out of his way and sat and made a game by themselves, for me, by it just makes me rank them all up there. But now, if you're going to talk in details and say, now this is the game, I think the first place is going to go to this Gecko Blue. The cutscenes, the game design, the idea behind it, how the game is running, everything was properly done. They sat down with it and made sure it was a proper game. The second game is going to be the Finca Desert. Finca Desert Race. Again, I'm talking now. These are the games we are looking at. What game elements were put in it, the time put, everything up to where the game is now is playable. It has tutorials, it has proper graphics, it has a breakdown, it has diversity. Like you're driving, there's camels, don't hit them, there's rocks on the road, there's obstacles, don't hit them. Time was put there. That takes second place. Third place. Ni kama ile ngumu. Third place. Third place will go to hii game ya mwisho nimecheza inajitaji. Yes. Third place will go to Civ. It's simple. It's just a game. You dive in, obstacles, calm. You just tap your phone. It's like tap, yeah? It's just tapping your phone. And everything is finished properly. The menu, the gameplay, like it's finished. It's all done. It's a proper game. I enjoyed it. I think out of all the games, I like such games because they make you work your mind a lot. In as much as it looks simple, it's very complicated, and it kind of gets you in the game. So yeah, Suave takes that place. Swift takes that place. Fourth place, I'm going to give it Weza Interactive Studios. I'm going to give it the fourth place. In as much as the game is not completed yet, the idea is there. The game is working. The game is interactive. It's fun. African elements. I've been a champion for African elements in games for the longest time, and this is just a start of it, which shows a greater growth potential, a greater learning potential. I mean, with the feedback given, hopefully I will see a better comeback and maybe it will move up to second or even first place. The game has proper potential. I mean, I just tested one game and the game is supposed to have a variety of music, different backgrounds, and all that. Fifth place is Nairobi, and the idea is there. The story is, of all the games, I think after Gecko, the best story is also in Nairobi. And I believe now those are challenges that developers in Kenya face, because I believe this. You told me the game was made by Daniel Macharia. He has an idea, which is good. Execution needs work a bit. Like that game has a lot of potential. Like I said, it's 2D. Okay, a 2D game is a flat game where you're walking this way or that way. It should be a platformer because most of those types of games are platformers. Why is it platformers? You are climbing on top of stuff. You make it interactive. If there's a button to go forward and back, then you can also jump up and crouch down. You add variety to the game with stuff like this. Other than that, the attacks were different from the guy and the girl, which is good. What else? The chips, the power up, the ladies' sound effect, the dude's sound effect, and also yeah, just on the sound effects, they need a bit of work. I mean, I think it could be an element of fun, like comedical sense to have it sound that way. But after a long time, it starts to sound weird. So it should be consistent, even if it's 10 years later, somebody's playing the game, they don't feel the sound is weird. So I felt like the sound effects for some of the things, especially the power up and the power up in terms of health and the kick, were not doing it for me. I like them, but cheza chini. But other than that, also that game has potential because it has a story behind it, and that's the key thing. So I believe with just small tweaks here and there, all of these games can be at number one. I don't know how, but they can all just be number one. Yes. So, with all that being said, I would like to first of all say congratulations to the guys making these games. In fact, do not take my review as a negative, but as a positive. I support all your work. You all are doing amazing stuff, and you have the ability to do even more now with the information and knowledge that I have shared. And keep up the good work. Make more games. I mean, I'll come review them. The shitty ones, I'll just say that is shit. The good ones, I'll give thumbs up. And don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop what you're doing. Keep up the good work. And yeah, from yours truly, the Beast. Looking forward to review your games next time. Cheers.